What's good, guys? It's TSG. Today's video is a clip from our latest episode of Augment. I discuss exactly why I think Illuvium is making all the right steps to getting us to what is going to be our first actual metaverse. Well, what's going to capture the imagination of the next generation of gamers? Is that what it was? Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
No, go take it.
So I think in regards to Illuvium, all right, so like in a general sense, we know that the whole collectathon genre idea is super popular, right? We've seen it in collectathon games like Banjo and Kazooie, like that was super popular back in the day. And then Pokemon, from like back in the day to now, like the concept of collecting it all and has always been a thing. We like to collect things, and it makes us feel like the dopamine hit makes us feel like accomplished, right? Once we collect them all, it's like, yo, we did it, we achieved it. So I think that genre is always going to be there. I think with Illuvium specifically, like comparing it to its Web 2 counterpart, which is Teamfight Tactics, in regards to the order battler, it just looks much better. But I think the real magic for me personally is, I mentioned this in another podcast, I forget if it was this one or another, but the idea of, Ready Player One. Like I can bring a game into your game and we can all play, like, yo, that's so far out. But the idea is so appealing to us all. So to me, what's the next step? What's the first step? An interoperable IP, right? Like to me, that just makes sense. Imagine if you played Need for Speed and you had like a customized card that you put all of your time into, and then a new one comes out. Instead of having to start from scratch, you can just import that across, right? That makes total sense to me. Like, maybe they haven't. Just imagine this. I'm just thinking about this on the top. Imagine they have a Need for Speed in London, like or UK. And then they come out with a Need for Speed in Japan, and you can just move your car across. So it's like a different kind of experience, but you still carry on your thing. And I think as far as I can see, Illuvium is the only one that's really come out and say, yo, we're trying to build out this entire, what's the word? Not genre, suite. An entire suite of games with this IP. And our plan initially from the get-go, this is what we're going to do. It's going to make all of our assets interoperable in the entire suite of games. So I think that is probably going to capture the imagination. That's what it did for me. Like, again, understanding that I could use a Sia in the actual auto battler game, and then I could transition that into a Mario Kart, a Luffy Kart, and have Sia driving the kart, right? Like that just already, or like a Diablo, right? You can move your instead of picking characters, you have your ranger and you control your Ramfire, right? Like, and I could play with Skirks, I could play with you. And just that idea of, oh man, we could use exactly our same cards, our Pokemon cards, in multiple games, to me is super exciting. I think and it also means that we don't have to pay like for a new game, essentially. Once we have the asset, we can just play multiple games in the IP, in the suite, and we don't need to constantly fork out cash to, it's a new game, I need to buy a new game. Like Mario Party, you got to buy. Mario Kart, you got to buy. Mario Tennis, you got to buy. They're just taking money and money and money and money. If you like the clip, you can check out the full interview with the link in the description down below. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, as always, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.